M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
And 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Gain of 8.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Midfield now, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to A.J. Green.
A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Thomas. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Burrows pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup. It's
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Cincinnati.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch.
Now Bernard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Bernard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They send Green to the left on his own. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Thomas. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This will be caught by Brown. A gain there of 21 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's now
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Up for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
A gain of 11.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Burrow looking to pass. On the screen, Bernard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Bengal first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And 9 at the 23-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Burrow. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Thomas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55 my guy, 55. I don't think you got it.
To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Sam Cook on the punt.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Watch the screen.
They'll begin here with Bernard. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Uzomah. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Burrow going for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And it's third down.
Passing here, Joe Burrow dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
It's second and 7 from the 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
touchdown.
Joe Burrow. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Thomas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now,
there he goes right side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score, Bengals 24, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. He completes it to Boyd. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. It's complete to Snead. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The 40-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in.
Get off the field.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
To the yard. And it's third down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Today's
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Cincinnati, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.